What's going on, guys? This is a different series that I'm going to be doing on my channel. It's about wedding photography because, well, I shoot weddings and portraits, so might as well do something about wedding photography. So let's get to it. I've been shooting weddings for about 4 years, on and off, and it's been an interesting ride and journey, especially in the Jersey area. So I want to give you guys a few of these tips, and hopefully you guys learn something from it. And that's the whole point of this video. The first tip I want to give you guys is to actually shadow a person who is a professional wedding photographer and knows what they're doing. So the very first person I reached out to was Vanessa Joy, and if you don't know who she is, she's an amazing wedding photographer, business coach, business entrepreneur, and she's a beast at what she does. I just reached out to her and asked her if I can just shadow her. We met for coffee. Actually, we met for the maternity session that she was doing, and that's so she can get to know me a little bit more, and then saw that I was serious, and then ended up shadowing her as an assistant for a few weddings, and that's how I was able to learn some of the things as far as running a wedding. And it was really interesting in seeing that entire process. You know, it's really cool to see, especially in the creative community, there's a lot of people who are interested in helping out others, because at the end of the day, we all started the same way from the bottom. And I don't even want to say now we're here because that's just too cliche. The person you're reaching out to doesn't have to have 20 years experience or 15 years experience and has a bunch of accolades. And if they've been in the business longer than you have, always reach out to them and provide yourself as a free service, as an assistant, as even a fourth or fifth shooter, even if you need to shoot for them for behind the scenes and stuff like that. The thing you want to do is when you're actually shadowing them is observe them and how they're dealing with clients, how they're managing their time, how they're dealing with their team. And that's really important when it comes to a wedding, just because anything can happen. It's never a perfect scenario, and you know, there's always stuff that happens behind the scenes. So those are things you gotta pay attention to. So definitely shadow someone. The next tip I want to give you guys actually falls on line with the first one, and that's reaching out to those that are in the same level as you are. Reach out to someone who you know that's really good at portrait photography. Ask them questions, see what kind of gear they're shooting, how they're shooting, why are they shooting the way they are. That way you can incorporate it into your own personal work and even to your bride and groom or reception and those that are around in the wedding. One thing I would say is that if you know any street photographers, shadow them as well. One thing I tell my clients, and it's something that I always like to do, is to capture moments that the bride has not seen throughout the day, and also the groom. That way they can kind of put the story together and remember, oh yeah, I remember that I was doing this, or this person was feeling a certain type of way. Next tip is practice your butt off, not just in shooting, but also practicing how to speak to clients, how to pitch to clients, how to be able to interact with other people. Because remember, it's not just the bride and groom at the wedding, which they're your client, those are the primary people you're going to be dealing with, but there's a ton of other people that you're going to bump into, from the vendors to grandma and grandpa, those Uncle Bobs that are going to be with you with the iPads and even probably a better camera than you have, and they're in the middle of the aisle, that's when they want to shoot a photo, and you're just like, hey man, like you're in the way, like what's going on? And also know how to maneuver things around with your team if there's like a situation going on and all that. So yeah, definitely practice that. That's going to help you along the way in your wedding day. That's cool. Next tip I want to give you guys is to learn lighting. It's seriously like not just natural light, but off camera flash. One of these days you're going to shoot a wedding in the winter time. It's like 5 o'clock, and natty light go night, because you're not going to be able to use no natural light around 5 or 6 o'clock, especially in the East Coast. So you want to be able to use artificial lighting from something like the M9, where you can shoot product photography, rings, details. You can use this on the side. This is a really cool little light that you want to have in your bag as a just in case. So then there's also something like the 8200, 200 watts of power, high-speed sync. I shot a few videos already using this light, so I'll link them down below so you guys can check them out later. Definitely you want to have this. It's super portable if you're not the type of person that wants to carry huge lights. This is just as powerful. This is really what you need. This is a 200 watt light. It has a lot of light in it, especially for reception halls outside using high-speed sync. And of course, if you need more power, you could do something where you're using the dual head, using two 8200s. They have the 8400, the 8300, 8200. I have the 8600. This is the original one, which comes with it has an R2 trigger as well. All these come with R2 triggers. But like this light has 600 watts of power. It's super awesome. It's not the 8600 Pro, which has a better modeling lamp, but hey, you can use this. This is really, this is all you need on a wedding day. I don't think you need 1200 watts of power on a wedding day, but if you need it, they have it. You should check it out. The point I want to make is you should definitely learn off-camera flash. That doesn't mean you have to use it all day, every day. It could just be for specific areas in the wedding day that you want to use it, but just learn it, because when there's no natty light, they go night-night. and you won't be able to shoot much unless you want to bump up your ISO and have a lot of grainy images. Hopefully you enjoy this video. If you have any questions down below, let me know. I have no problem answering them, and if there is a cool question, maybe we can make a video out of it. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button below, share it with your friends. Until next time, stay awesome, stay fresh, keep creating. Peace.